most of the time when people think of travel, they think of a place that they like to go and see the site and experience some local interaction with people. But I have been working on this idea of what if we were to bring cultural views from the host people and the traveling people, the visiting people, and make the most so that, yes, sightseeing is involved, exploring different places that people are interested in going and watch, take videos, take photos. But what if we include in all of that an exchange of cultures that are within that place? Hawaii to me represent that because it's a state in the United States, but it's not really just a state. It's a place where people from the mainland can go and experience firsthand the variety of cultures that are interfacing inside of Hawaii that makes the fabric of what Hawaii is. It's a melting pot of different cultures. But what if we were to bring one or two cultures and highlight their way of life, their welcoming expressions or their ceremonies, and whereby you as a visitor, can come in and is respected because it's done towards the idea of welcoming you. I think we can open up another whole avenue of appreciating what America represents. So that's how I was thinking about having an idea of putting together a 5 to 7 day, maybe even 3 to 5, 5 to 7 days, depending on how much free time you have. But every day that we can spend in Hawaii, whether it would be on Honolulu, there are so many wonderful tourist destinations that you can enjoy. At the same time, think of having 2 or 3 welcoming ceremonies by a local host group in Hawaii, welcoming you into their midst and having an exchange that make the visit in Hawaii, all of these other beautiful sites and places, but now included a personal interfacing with people who live there, who happen to be slightly different than what we are. I think there is a lot of value and additional benefits to creating an opportunity for open fellowship and open dialogue with different people. And the more we do this, whether it be on Honolulu, you have a large Samoan community, a large Tahitian community, a large Asian community that can be focused into a place where you, even though you are in the US, you will be almost like you're transported into a different cultural setting where you are welcomed and you see people for who they are, not just people who live in a beautiful setting. Whether it's in Maui, you can go up to the mountain, to Mount Haleakala, which is the volcanic mountain, and give you an idea of how it is to stand on top of the crater and look out to one side. You see the big island on that side. Look out the other side, and you see all the other islands of the Hawaiian Islands there, and also some of the places where if you want to go surfing, you can go surfing or windsurfing, all of that. But at the same time, there are times allocated whereby you can interface and be welcome into a community that is US, but not quite US. Something very different, something very unique, and it add and contribute to your own sense of expanding. Or go to the Big Island of Hawaii. And the Big Island of Hawaii is the birthplace of King Kamehameha. And then you have those 2 beautiful mountain ranges there, Mauna Loa and Mauna Kea, and the rainforest over in Hilo, where the volcano is. and then have a welcoming ceremony again that has Hawaii as the host, but people group from other places that have brought their own unique cultures and offer it as a blessing to other places in the Hawaiian Islands. There are so many things. I remember when I was doing a project in the Hawaiian Islands back in the 80s, 82, 83, and we were distributing and printing a 25th, I think it was a 25th version of the Bible in every language of Hawaii. There were 27 languages that we had to print the Bible in 27 languages so that everybody in their circle of people will be given a Bible in their hands for their family. We not only help print, distribute, but we also went out and raised the funds throughout the whole Hawaiian Islands to be able to afford that and give it away. It was a project called the Year of the Bible, 1983, with Ronald Reagan. And but I'm saying that one of the beauty of where this idea of having a cultural trip, where everything is scheduled and planned so that there is time for exchange and a time for visiting some of these amazing tourist destinations that everybody talk about, but they don't have the additional value of being given input on who are the people who are living in those communities. And that kind of thing can be an extremely, I think, a valuable thing that you can come back from an exchange like that and it will be very, very beneficial. And to have that available throughout the whole Hawaiian Islands, whether it be Kauai, the Garden Islands, or Maui, or the Big Island, or Oahu, you have all of the settings where you can enjoy the beauty that everybody talks about. Oh, and by the way, while you're on the Big Island, you can also go to the volcano where there's a huge place where you can go and see the crater in the earth down below where the volcano was last erupting, or you can go towards the ocean where the volcano, the lava flowed in to cover the black sand beach and all of that. I remember before that ever happened, enjoying those particular scenes of the Hawaiian Islands. But today it becomes another tourist destination, but they are the places where tourists go and enjoy, take photos and bring it back home. But to have a cultural element whereby you are introduced to a people who are living there to host you and welcome you into their setting, I think it has an incredible value. And then on top of that, we'll go to a luau in the Hawaiian Islands so that you can enjoy the benefit of the whole experience of being up close culturally, enjoy the beauty, and then enjoy a place where you can come and eat like Hawaiians do. so I think that these kinds of things is the beginning stage of what I was talking about in my other video about putting together a package like that and include going away from the US and into other places. I mentioned American Samoa because it's part of the United States, but it's not as like going to Hawaii with all the accessibility and being there and being familiar with what's going on. And you can decide if you want to go to the Big Island, you want to go to Maui, you want to go to Oahu, or you want to go to both. And that will be available, and that will be a part of a cultural tour package that will also include in the welcoming side of the culture, it also include having something to eat together with the people. So there's a lot of possibility and a lot of things that will enhance the fellowship and the time together to share ideas, and you can walk away from there with a very good feeling of those people are my family and my friends, and they feel the same for you. So, by the way, this is Sosenele Out. These are some of the things that I am working on because I worked in this category for many, many years. And I'm also aware of this because of where I came from in the islands, having these kinds of exchange, cultural exchange that has in-depth value and connections. You know, you can travel the world. I did that. And there are a lot of beautiful places that you can go and be reminded of and be grateful that you were able to visit those places. But what if you add the additional touch of being exposed and in a place where you touch and feel the value and the power of a culture of people who are living in those places? I think it is a beautiful and a wonderful way of interacting, and you can come back with these kinds of stories that most of your friends who have traveled but have never had an opportunity like this, where they were introduced into a deeper dive into a culture. My goal is to have that experience firsthand, so there is a lot of value to be shared back and forth. By the way, I have a goal that I would like for you to help me with. I have established the month of March to reach at least 200 to 300 subscribers. And you can pretty much help me with this by just go to the bottom of this video. There is a button for subscription. You can just press that so that you will always get every time I do a video, you will also be introduced and be given an opportunity to view it for the first time. And on my video, there's about 70 plus videos right there right now, and you can go there and find out any subject that you might be interested in. Now remember, I am a newbie. I just started this YouTube channel last month in January, and my goal is to produce more videos on a daily basis and upload them so that you can have the opportunity of visiting, and there would be new subjects and projects there that might be of interest to you, and also a place where we can communicate and be informed of what is upcoming every time. This is Sosenele Au. Please subscribe and like the video, and looking forward to seeing you again. Bye-bye for now.